Don't you see what they're doing? They're making us become parts of teams so that we can turn on each other. It's so obvious all along. It's like that study where they took the kids in the class and those with brown eyes they put into a group, and those with blue eyes they put into a group, and say those with green eyes they put into a group, smaller group, and those with two different colored eyes, a little bit like me, but more like Ron, and they put him into a smaller group. They did this study on children in the U.S., like a Nazi experiment. Isn't it amazing how much we have to keep doing again and again and again because, well, the Nazis took it to the limit, but we can't use the information that they got because it would be dirty. And I'm not saying whether that's right or wrong, the idea that the Nazis did what they did. But you gotta know they gathered a lot of information. And so why make people suffer again? I mean, they took identical twins and did things with them to see the difference, see how much it was connected, all these things. You take these kids and you separate them by eye color, and they sat there and they watched and they said, that's interesting. They turn on each other. They team up with each other. They don't even fucking like this guy more than they liked their friend that had brown eyes in the next group before this all happened. Now you've lost a friend. It's like shaving your head and not knowing who's who anymore. That's what they've done. They found the kids turned on each other. And they really did. And that's why we have politics. That's why we have football. Football, you stand in the parking lot at break in any place you work, and you're going to overhear people talking football stats and this and that, and those people suck and that and that. And it's just like the military. It's like when I was there, we were supposed to talk shit about the Marines and the Navy and the other people, and I never understood that. I'm like, aren't they on our side? Why do we have to talk shit about them? They got jobs to do. But I was educated on that. The fallacy of my belief system. Running down Ardennes the one day, and our company running in formation and another company running by, and you know, you ain't an engineer, you ain't shit if you might as well suck scomp stick. And then next thing you know, there's a whole company of other people from down the road, and there's us, we're running the other direction, but somehow we run at each other, and we're in the same division, and people beating the shit out of each other, and it's like, ah! It's like, my God, these people are on our side. And when we came back from evaluating the Puerto Rican National Guard, we stopped. It was 4th of July. We were in the Virgin Islands. We were in a beautiful place where we could have gone out and had a good time. In the middle of July, you know, beginning and celebrating, hey, USA, USA, USA. Yet they didn't let us go out. They locked us into the barracks. And we said, what the fuck? And they said, well, there are Marines in town and we don't want any fighting going on. You want to bring up an aggression? You tell a paratrooper he can't go drinking in the Virgin Islands. That's problematic. So they've all got us turned against each other. And that's why we have football. And that's why we have politics. But this past year, football didn't go, whatever you want to call it. So we got politics. And so we're turning against each other, backbiting, just bitching. And they're turning against each other in their own little eye-colored groups. They just, I realize, what the hell, man? If they can talk us into this, this is what it is. This is why the orangutans didn't civilize the same way we did. Because they like their space. They're not so driven to attack. They just say, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And they go out to the damn forest for a few months. And think. But that's what it is. We vote to become part of a team so we can talk about who we voted for and how we can bitch about everything the guy that we didn't vote for did wrong and forget everything the guy we did vote for did wrong. And we just turn on each other. And the problem is, we've been so driven to win at this point. To win, be on the winning team, that if somebody else is doing something that could make us better, we will fight it in tooth and nail. And I don't know what's better. I know plenty of people who are screwing us over. But you know what that is? That's fucking teamwork.